Hey, excuse me. Welcome to day 2 of the Business Planning Challenge. So if you've taken a chance to read through the email I sent out this morning, you will know that today is all about figuring out your 3-month plan. And to do that, you have to have that annual plan that we worked on yesterday. Hey guys, welcome. Um, so when you do the annual plan, like I said, you're plotting everything out, you're putting it in layer by layer, so that way you're not overbooking yourself. You make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to actually complete everything. That way if something goes haywire, you're not scrambling, that's scrambling last second to get everything done. So then today we, hey Angel, we are going to pull it into the next 3 months. And one of the questions I had yesterday was about how do you know if you're scheduling too much? You can use this 3-month grid or worksheet to go through and see how you're doing for the whole year. But its main purpose is so that way you can see what you need to be working on week by week. So, at the start of the month or every 2 weeks or so, you can put these in your planner, break them down into the steps, and physically schedule them into your time blocks or whatnot throughout the day. And we're going to dive into that tomorrow. So for this 3-month plan, it's strategic because you have to figure out what you're doing and when, but I think it's fun to fill out. I put a PDF that you can download inside of the email this morning. I actually do it on a legal pad. I just make a little grid like that, tape it up to my wall so I always know what's going on. You can do it in your bullet journal. If you have some note pages, beginning or end of your planner, hey Nina, that works as well. It's just so that, and how it works is so every single week for the next month is just going to get one line. So this first column is going to be those different things that you scheduled in. So if you have a promotion coming up, a launch, if you're going to do a smaller promotion, your different affiliate partnerships, whatever you have going on. And I put an example of my next 3-month plan in the email so you can see exactly how I do that. And then once you have that all penciled in on this side, then you say, okay, so this week, this is due. Maybe 2 weeks before that, you're going to schedule in the time to start working on it. It will depend on, you're welcome. It will depend on how big of a project is, how long it'll take you to work on it. Some things, if it's an affiliate promotion, you may just have to put together a couple emails. That's obviously not going to take you a whole week. If you're amping up for a big product launch, you're probably going to need more than a week or two, depending on if you're just redoing a course, starting from scratch or whatnot. I do talk about how, and I know this isn't what you are going to want to hear, but, only you will be able to figure out how long it takes you to do things. That depends on how much time you have every day, what else is going on. So starting out, until you know your capacity and your limits, it's best to schedule in less. You can always have a running to-do list of other things you want to get to. And if you can, then, you finish something, you can pull something off that list. But when you schedule too much stuff in and you never get it all done, it's disheartening. It drags you down. It pulls your energy down. And that's just not a good way to be living day to day, focusing on everything that you're not getting done. So, when you're planning out your year, don't put every little thing on your calendar. When you're planning out the next 3 months, don't put every little thing down. Just put those big building blocks in, go back a week or two, fill it out, schedule in when you're going to work on each of the different projects. And then tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to break those projects down into actionable steps and then schedule those in. That's where, the big plan turns into reality. Another perk I talk about of doing it this way, when you schedule it far enough out in advance, you can have it done a week or two beforehand. You aren't scrambling last minute. people can tell when that happens. I'm sure, you know, those of you who have been hanging out with me for a while know when I'm doing a rushed promotion versus something that I've planned out pretty well. It doesn't come off as smoothly as it should, you know. There's just so many more hiccups. You get it done ahead of time and, you know, your kid gets sick, whatever, it's not the end of the world. You know, you may have to hustle a little more because of that, but you're not going to be hustling nonstop to pick up all the slack that you missed because you've given yourself the room in your calendar for life to happen, because life will happen, you know. So that's the format for that. There really isn't much more I can say about that today, except to start plugging it in. So if any of you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them at this point. If not, we'll dive into the nuts and bolts of it tomorrow. We good? We good? All right. Well, thank you for joining me, you guys. If you have any questions, you can always drop them here. I will get back to it tomorrow. Shoot me an email. Look out for my email tomorrow morning. We are going to start breaking everything down. I did also announce a special giveaway that I'm going to do in the email today. So if you start planning things out, snap a picture of your poster board with your annual plan or whatever you made it on, you know, send me a picture of your 30-day plan, a page from your planner once you break it down. Everybody who actually follows the plan that I'm giving this week and start scheduling stuff out is entered to win a seat in my business planning boot camp, which I'm going to launch next Monday, which takes us all a step further and helps you plan with your income goals in mind, your business vision in mind, and all of that, so you can start seeing real results in the next year. So by the end of the day, Friday, get that to me and you will be entered for a chance to win that. All right, you guys have a fantastic afternoon. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.